Yes, I'm sure I want to start streaming. I now have a button that when I hit start streaming says, are you sure you want to start streaming? Which is too bad. It's too bad because doing those impromptu live streams when I didn't know I was live and stuff, that's kind of fun. I could put a little bit of excitement in things. So, well, I'm sure we'll find other ways to keep things exciting. All right, let's pull up the chat. Oh, loud. I got my my PC sound piped through these big speakers now, which is great for listening to music, but not great when you're trying to stream. So if I have somebody on, or if I do anything that has the PC output come to me, it'll be I'll have to put a headphone on or do something different. How's it going, guys? Jesse, Tim, Mike, Brian, Paul, Linux Guru. How's it going? Paul's been doing some cool stuff. Paul, you got to teach me some Grafana and some Influx DB. That's awesome. Uh-oh, real bad echo? Really? There was an echo for a second. Is there still an echo? I'm not seeing two from Tokyo. Hey, Bobby, how's it going? Good day. Linux Guru must be from down under. Is that right? You don't hear it? Nope, not anymore. Okay, yeah. For a second there, it was on because I turned on the PC speakers for a second. So excellent. How's everybody doing? Sorry I missed yesterday. Had a busy day. Had got to do the real job every once in a while, and I work at a place where a lot of bad stuff happens on the weekends, and so we got to take our turns doing the weekends. And so I did a weekend yesterday, but had the day off and was able to get done with the Volumio video. You guys probably all saw. That was a fun one. That Volumio, it just sounds so good. And I actually even after making the video, or after filming most of it, I went to the thrift store and found some $10 Sony speakers. They're not very big. They're just this big. Man, they sound great. I hooked those up to that little Pi with that little amp, and man, it was fantastic. So the kids have and it still runs on the little battery and everything. So the kids have a pretty cool little boombox to carry around the house. Can you do a video on how to do some of the video effects you use? You know what, Darcy? Did you ask me about that before? Was that you that asked me about that a long time ago? I'm sorry if I never finished. I have it. I have a bunch of footage, and I'll use it. I'll turn it loose. I'll turn Jackson loose on it, and he can do it. Because yeah, I will absolutely tell you. And I'm actually looking at some different software for Windows it's multi-platform actually, but it's video editing software that's open source, which is very interesting. And the situation I'm running into now is I have been doing all of my video editing on my Mac laptop that I take to the hospital. But I've had I've had Jackson, my oldest boy, do some of the video editing lately, which is great. It takes the burden off me. I pay him to do it, and it's great. But if he doesn't have my laptop, he can't do it. And I don't really want to buy, another laptop or another Mac or something to do for him to do that. So I'm looking at some open source multi-platform video editing software. So but I will absolutely do it. He asked me already, can I just do one on this video? Because I showed him that when I wanted him to start doing the editing. I said, here's some stuff I filmed probably 6 months ago. Like tinting was all bad. My face is all blue or whatever. But anyways, I'll do it. Yeah, for sure. You have no idea how to do it yourself? That's okay. We can show you. How's it going, everybody? Guatemala checking in. Awesome. Oh, didn't miss this one, Chris. Yes. Dr. Drew's Adventures. Are you a real doctor too? Or I shouldn't say real doctor because, of course, there's lots of different real doctors, but MD is what I'm talking about. There's a few of us out there. Anyways, good Plex component to work on Home Assistant. I started it and it seems to be working. What I don't have yet is I just haven't set up the client in. So the way I understand Plex works is you can install the Plex server on your Raspberry Pi that you're running Home Assistant on, or HAS.io, and there's an add-on, and it works. And then you need clients. So that'll be your phone or a tablet or your PC or whatever, where you install the Plex client software. And then from that, then your client, your phone or whatever, can connect to your Pi that's running the server, the Plex server, and grab all of your media and stuff. Now the issue there is going to be if you're not doing it, if you like, I'm going to do it probably for like sound files and maybe a little bit of music, and it should be fine. Maybe short video clips. But if you're going to do it for like long movies, you're going to have, you know, big HD movies or something, you probably don't want to run a Raspberry Pi as your Plex media server. You're going to want something that's more powerful. So yeah, there is one. And if you're running Has.io on something that's not just a Raspberry Pi, then it'd probably be fantastic. But at least I read a little bit that that some folks were having, you know, performance issues if they tried to run Plex server on a Raspberry Pi. So, hey Frank, how's it going? David, Ass, hey, how's it going? Glenn, San Antonio, how's it going, guys? From Phoenix, Darcy. Oh, cool. I lived in Arizona for a long time, 4 years. Seems like a long time. Have I seen the Elgato Stream Deck? I have. Frank showed me one, and you know what I saw today? So I'm bad, right? I see something like the Stream Deck, and it's cool, and I probably should just buy the Stream Deck as it is, right? But I just said, I wonder if there's any DIY. You know, how could I just put together a little panel of buttons and have it set off little things and make it work? So I'm going to look into that a little bit more because that'll be fun, right? How to do your own Stream Deck. There'll be some others, but some other people that have done it, but that'll be fun to look into. Keep struggling with the roller shutter on the Sonoff Dual Power Off. Oh man, Keys, I'm sorry. Let's see. Struggling with the roller shutter. So what are you trying to do? You've got a roller shutter, and it has two. You're trying to use the relays from the Dual to turn on and off your roller shutters. That'd probably be okay if you just use the relays on the switches for your roller shutter. But if you're trying to power the motors directly from your roller shutters from the Dual, I could definitely see you'd be having problems. Finally got to watch your live stream. You know what? And I saw Hascast that you did a live stream the other day. I was at work. I couldn't tune in, but I did see it. Any other comrades from Greece? Probably. I don't know anybody from Greece. The names of the free video software. Yes, and I'll even give you links. One of them is called, oh gosh, Snap. Oh geez. Of course I say yes, of course, and then I blank completely on what the name of them are. Let me look. Snap Output or Output. Video. No, that's not right. It's not the name of it. Let's see. I must have put it in my Home Assistant folder. No, I don't see it there. Let me look on the laptop. That's where I was looking at it. Too many computers. KDen Live for Linux. Yeah, that was one of the ones that I saw. That wasn't one of the ones I think I'll test, but yeah. Let me catch up here. Okay, one of them's called OpenShot. And the other one is called Shortcut. So it's just openshot.org. Openshot.org. There she is. Oh, this big desk camera is in the way. There you go. So this is one I'm going to try. This one looks really nice. And then the other one is called Shortcut. Shortcut. Okay. Oops. I should have put org in there, probably not. Yep, just shortcut.org. Fat fingers. Well, that's not it. Why does short... That's weird. That's not it. Interesting. Oh, shotcut. That's why. It's not shortcut. It's shotcut. Which makes more sense. Yeah, thank you, Jesse. If I'd have just read the chat, I would have seen that a minute ago. Okay, thanks. Have you used it then? So I'm looking for, when I'm looking at this video software for Jackson to use, one of my goals is I want it to be fairly simple. So how is KDen Live? Is it, because I don't want something that's like, you know, Adobe Premiere or something, or some of these others. What's the other one called? Out of Mix or something like that. I don't want it to be so full featured that he's going to get lost in the settings. When I film these videos using this OBS setup or whatever, everything's pretty much already there. So he doesn't have to pull in a lot of different scenes. All he's got to do is just cut out the parts where I messed up or picked my nose or whatever. And then it makes it a lot easier for him to put it together. So that's what I was shooting for when I'm looking for a video editor. But hey, David, how's it going? So what am I working on? Well, let me tell you what I'm working on, because it is pretty fun. So I didn't say anything about it in this video from today, but Maker Faire is coming up, right? Maker Faire is September 15th, Thanksgiving Point, which is a big kind of you know, kids museum farm sort of a place that's just down the road from us, like 7 miles from our house. And so we're going to do a Maker Faire booth again, and we'll have the same stuff we had last time, because I still have the wall that I had all the switches on and the lights and stuff. But I wanted to do something really fun and really different. And so when I had that little wand and the RF sensor, and it opened up my door, it gave me all kinds of cool ideas. So this, let's see if I can get it in the camera. This is part of the new Maker Faire display. So this is a box that has some lights inside, and it's got right now it's locked. Okay, it's got one of those magnetic locks up here. Okay, so you can't get in it, but up here's a temperature sensor, and if you warm this up or cool it off, then it will unlock the door, change the lights to red, and you can open it up and you get the magic wand. And then from there, you're going to take the magic wand on a little quest. And I've got a friend that's got a CNC machine. He's got a big, you know, it's a 4 foot by 8 foot thing. And we've got a dragon we're going to cut out. And you're gonna have to take the wand up to the dragon and poke him in the spots where, you know, the fire or the ice spell work, and then we'll kill him. So it'll have some sounds that'll be played through Volumio, because that's how I figured out how to play sounds. And it'll have a PIR sensor. The dragon's gonna have a PIR sensor and a light that change, you know, his eye is going to change colors based on whether or not you're being detected. So it's going to be a game. It's going to be this, it's tiny. It's just a, you know, sort of a fun little thing that'll take a couple minutes to do. But it kind of shows off what you can do essentially with home automation, because that's all it is. These are all home automation components. It's Home Assistant, a little bit of Node Red, and, you know, cheap RF components, or even a lot of it's just D1 minis and a few RGB LEDs, and it's really fun. Yeah, kids are gonna love it. I'm gonna love it. I mean, I'm a nerd when it comes to that stuff. I think that I want my whole house to be like that. The next thing I need to figure out how to put into this, you know, in the next Maker Faire, will be motorized stuff. So you could have, you know, an arm on the night move, or, you know, the dragon blow smoke or something like that. So it's awesome. Yeah, it's for grown-ups. You got it, Tim. It's absolutely for grown-ups. Oh, thanks, man. Ines, that's awesome. Thank you, dude. Just to buy you a coffee. Thanks, bud. I appreciate that. That's great. Sounds like you need to fly to Salt Lake City, Chris. You're in Texas, are you? I would love to take this Maker Faire thing on the road someday. I love the Maker Faires. If you guys have not been to a Maker Faire near you, you find one and go. Because the guys like us, if you're into anything that I've done in a video, then you are definitely a maker, and you would love going to the Maker Faire. The first time I ever went to one was probably 4 years ago now, and I swear I was just like, I found my home. Like this is the mothership dropped me off, and these are my people. Like I found them. Like it felt like ET, you know. Like it's a really fun place, and a lot of it is just people showing off what they did. You know, some people are there to sell things, and that's great. I want people to make money on the things that they do. That's great, but it's not like a convention where, you know, it's a bunch of companies distributing stuff and trying to, like when you walk through a showroom at a conference. It's not like that. It's just a bunch of guys and girls that just make stuff, and they just want to show it off. And so you don't have to pay to have a booth, unless you're gonna sell something like a concession or something like that. You can just say, I want to sign up and I need this much space, and they'll look at you. They'll ask you some things to make sure that it's, you got something reasonably good to show off. And then, they let you in, and it's a good time. I mean, maker fairs are a lot of fun. I expect I will not stop talking for like the entire, 6 or 8 hours that we're there. That's how it went last time. Again, Ines, thanks a lot, man. That's really cool. Appreciate that. I will go buy myself something yummy to drink. All right, let's see. What else were we talking about? I spent the weekend moving from the Pi 3 on an old Dell, to an old Dell laptop running Mint and Docker to give you more horsepower. Now I just need to get the add-ons working. Ah, yes. So Jeff, when you do that, you're then just running, you're just running Linux and Docker, I guess. Is that a distribution? I know that's what everything's been based on, and I don't know the innards of Linux and Docker well at all. I get the concept, but I wouldn't attempt to do it myself. If I did, I would spend more than a weekend. It would take me a month, probably. From Jersey, hey, Ree, how's it going? How's it going? Have I done anything with No-Red together with Google Home without if this then that? I haven't. Has anybody else? I bet you some of these guys have. Finally found the perfect hobby, Chris. Yeah, you are into it, bud. Sometimes I cannot believe that it's only been a few months that you got into this. It's good. That's great. Love it. Love inexpensive stuff. Okay, hey, can I spill the beans for you guys? You guys want? I had this other idea today, and I got to tell you, I just can't hold on to it. I'm bad at keeping secrets. So I was thinking about the wife approval factor, right? And what, kind of getting outside of the normal, what do we do with home automation stuff? And how could we do something? Hey, Tony. Hey, Travis. How could we do something that's, really focused on making our wives happy? All right. And getting them off our backs about what we're doing. Okay. So here's what I came up with. All right. So I've got, got some of those magnetic locks. Okay. So it mounts on the top of the door, the corner of the door and the door frame, and they lock together. Simple. 12 volts, done, right? Okay, so you set one of those up, and then the trigger for it is an RF sensor run on a little battery that you mount on your toilet, okay? The receiver part, the sensor part, sits on the top of the bowl, and the magnet part sits on the lid, so that when the lid goes up, it contacts with the sensor, and it says, okay, the switch is open or whatever, the toilet seat's up. Okay, when the toilet seat's up, the door locks. Okay, you're following me, right? You see where I'm going? This is fantastic. So then, if you're one of the guys, not me, none of you, but maybe if you have company that sometimes would come over and leave the lid up on the toilet and make the wife unhappy, the good part here is if the lid is up, you are locked in the bathroom. You can't leave until you put the lid down. How about that? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about that. And it will also keep people from walking in on somebody when they're on the stool. And so because as long as that lid's up, the door will be locked, and until the lid's down, it stays locked. So I think that's fantastic. So that's going to be a video. I don't know how fast I'll get to it, but oh man, I just got so excited about it. I told my wife, she just laughed and laughed. So that's going to be, we're going to do it like an early Mother's Day. We'll call it the Mother's Day episode or the Mother's Day video or something like that. But let me get the Maker Faire done, and then that'll be the next one I do, because that one's just too exciting for me. On Volumio can be streamed with Bluetooth. I do not think so. I don't think you can. I don't think so. So like, are you saying, Charlie, you're saying, can you go from Volumio Pi to a Bluetooth speaker? I don't know. I do not believe so, but maybe it's possible. There might be an add-on, or what do they call them? Plugins. So you can check into it. I don't know. Sorry, man. How's Reynosa? No more leaving the seat up. Isn't that awesome? You can put some speakers in there. Yeah. And some LEDs. You can have like a disco bathroom. Grandkids always leaving the seat up. You know what's going to be funny is when somebody doesn't figure out that they need to put the seat down to get out, they're going to be like, The bathroom is an escape room, right? Like, how do I get out of the bathroom? Oh my gosh. And to put a taser on the knob. All right. Well, yeah. If you don't learn with this method, then maybe we'll have to resort to tasers. Yep. Curmudgeon, you got it, man. So little time. So much to do, so little time. Hey, from Vermont. Have I been to Vermont? I went to Dartmouth once. Have I seen anyone build a smart thermostat that would be cheaper than the ones out there like Nest? You bet I have. Let me see. In fact, I got a whole Discord chat with an amigo. I wonder if he's okay with me sharing. Let me see. Let me find all my discourse here. Let's see who was it? Ah, Jedi. Jedi, are you with us? Can you mind if I share your thing here? Anyways, yes, you can do it. And it's actually quite easy, right? There's going to be some sort of a Wi-Fi chip based, Node MCU or whatever, some relays and temperature. And then you just connect it all up. So, this fellow with the username Jedi in Discord has done it, and he sent me pictures of it and some information about it, and I'm very excited to do it myself, because I think what we pay for these Nest thermostats and stuff, I shouldn't say we pay because I'm not buying it, just too much, man, just too much. Liability issues, you're trying to run on the same 100% Wi-Fi thermostat. Are you thinking, Tim, it would do some damage to it potentially? You thinking it would like not work right or run badly? I was just thinking replace the thermostat that's there with something that we can talk to and have some brains. So yeah, if there's some reason to can be concerned that we would break the HVAC units, then yeah, we'd have to not do that. But hopefully it can be done. I don't know. I'll have to see. I haven't done it, but this Jedi fella did. Hey, from Israel, how's it going? Finally catching the live stream. Good. I'm glad we got in at the right time. Randy got your black bean. Oh, awesome. Well, now I need one. They're supposed to be sending me one. I got a package today, but I don't think that's what's in it. Let me see though. Might be. Nope. I don't have it yet, but I will hit you up, Randy, for sure when it comes time. Yep, I got some LEDs though for the Maker Faire. Awesome stuff. Poland, hey, I'm glad that. So I was wondering about this time and if it was going to be good for some folks, and I'm glad to hear that some of you fellas that don't usually get to be on with us are on. So it worked out really well. That's great. So what is the black bean? The black bean is an IR bridge. Can we call it that? I think that's probably accurate. It's made by Broadlink. Or is it Broadcom? Maybe it's Broadcom. Yeah, it's Broadcom, sorry. Oh, maybe it is the Broadlink. Sorry, I was right the first time. Oops. Nope. There you go. Okay, so it's essentially a little an IR Wi-Fi bridge. So you can do your remote controls for your TV and your stereo system or whatever you might have that's got the IR remote controls, and get it integrated into your home assistant setup or whatever else you're using. And so the reason, look at that, it's 3 stars, right? When I go searching for stuff on Amazon, my filtering criteria are prime and 4 stars. And so if it's not 4 stars, it's not showing up. But the reason for that, my buddy Chris, who might be here, might not be here, my buddy Chris Edwards, he got one of these and was testing it out. And his problem with it is the software that it comes with, which is fine because we're not going to care, I don't think. I think we're going to, be using our own. You may have to use it initially to link things, but after that, you shouldn't have to use it on a regular basis. That's my hope. So, hey, Keaton, you're here. Oh man, the Alexa thing is fantastic, Keaton, and I figured it out. Thank you. Are you guys using your She Who Shall Not Be Named, Amazon Echo for media player stuff through Keaton's component? So simple now. So simple. Was it Travis? Was it you that were having trouble with the gotcha on that? Keaton's here. If you have questions, he can maybe help you get that sorted out. I only got it one time. I got the gotcha one time. I signed in, and I haven't had to do it again. So, all right. Now I've missed so much chat. I don't know what's going on. Chris Janice. That's a cool name, man. That's like my wife's name is Janice, and Chris Janice. That's cool. So first time catching a live stream. Fantastic. That's why we're makers. What's going on? Broadlink. Hey, Bulgaria. Super cool. That's fantastic. Welcome. Thanks for coming by, saying hi. Time isn't as good, except I got to go to do school drop-offs. Oh, Shane. Oh, because you're on the, I guess maybe we're both on the light side of the earth at the moment, right? Is it, sun's just coming up over there? So, well, I'm glad we got to say hi to you for a second. We might still be on when the kids get back, when you get back from dropping kids off at school, I'll still be here. Alan East has been a huge help on the Alexa component too. We'll make sure he gets some good pats on the back too. So thank you, Keaton. That has been a really, really great app. Getting a text to speech through Alexa has been so fun for us. So how about playing local media? Does that work? Have I tried it? I probably tried it, but I've had struggles. Like I want to play an MP3 or something off of my Pi, off my Home Assistant Pi, and play it through my Amazon Echo. That would be awesome. Travis is Google Home guy. Okay, so it must have been somebody else. I can't remember who it was. Still having trouble. What is it, Linux? I'm sorry, I missed what you're having trouble with. Black Bean links to Home Assistant, but you can't flash them. Oh, you can't flash them. Okay. Well, once they're linked to Home Assistant, then Bobby, are you done? You don't have to mess with their cruddy software, hopefully, right? All right, Jeff from Australia. How's it going? Man, Australia is fantastic. I have got to go there. Do they have Maker Faire in Australia? Because I need a good reason to go there anyways. I was looking at, because I just got my solar panels done. I think I said something last time we did a stream, right? I just got, or did I not? I can't remember. Anyways, finally got solar panels up on the house. Frank, the Solar Edge solar panels, and got them up on the house and got them turned on. And I was looking at, who produces the most solar energy. And Australia is like way ahead of everybody else. And obviously, the proportion of people in Australia versus people in the world, and then the proportion of people in Australia who are into home automation, is very high. A lot of people in Australia into home automation. So a lot of smart dudes over there. There is an alternative custom component for the Black Bean. Ooh, okay. They do have one in Melbourne. Is that anywhere near? I mean, I know most everybody on the map. Oh, and if you guys haven't seen the map in a while, let's show you. Let's do the map. The Google map that we have that has all everybody's tags on there. I noticed that everybody who was kind of marking their territory on the map is all on the border, mostly like on the east, the south and the east part of Australia. My Google Maps. My maps. And what is this? No. Let's see. I know where it is. It's on the website. Down here. It'll pop up in a minute. There you go. So, oh yeah, Superhouse, right? You guys are the Superhouse guy, of course, Superhouse guy. Share, embed on my site. Will that work? Probably not. I just want to get the dang link again. This gave me trouble last time. Anyways, it's on the website. You can go on there. You can click on it. You can add your location where you are. It's kind of fun. 80% of us are within 2 hours of the East Coast. Oh, really? So everything's over that way. So Melbourne's over there. Is that right? I'm guessing. Big Maker Faire in Sydney and Melbourne. Okay. Juan from Sinaloa, Mexico. How's it going? Very happy to follow. Oh, good. I'm glad you're having fun with it, man. I'm glad I could be some kind of help. What's my usual internet speed? It's usually pretty fast. I could do a speed check, but is it having trouble, or are you just curious? What's the link to the website? It's just DrZzs.com, which is how I pronounce it, Frank. I know you've said that a couple times on your stream. You're like, I don't even know how to say this, you know. But the other fun way to say it that I like to say is just DrZzs. I like to say DrZzs. So I said we were making this dragon for the Maker Faire, and we named him, and his name is DrZzs. So we're going to spell it the same way, DrZzs, but instead of DrZzs, it's going to be DrZzs. Oh, hey, Rob's here. How's it going? Here for 30 minutes or so until the kids' bedtime, probably what you mean, right? Or the kids' website, whichever. Brazil. How's it going? Orlando. Oh, I love Harry Potter Land. Some sweet roller coasters. That's some fun times. Fun times out there in Orlando. We actually, we're starting to get some fall weather here. Is everybody else doing okay as far as all that stuff goes? It was hot as can be. DrZzs. Yeah, that's right? Because it's in, when you speak English the proper way, you probably say Z instead of Z, right? I was listening to you and just typed what I heard like a moron. Something Freudian going on there. Portugal, how's it going? Portugal's awesome. Portugal's awesome. All right. So anybody, any other questions? You guys got any questions or things that are going on for you? Maker Faire on October 7th near you. Oh, man. If I can ship my project, you can demo it here and spread the Hass.io gospel. That would be so fun. I don't see it happening, but that would be really cool, Tim. That would be really cool. I didn't know you were over there too. Wait, October 8th. Oh, where are you? No, I'm sorry. I thought you're not in Australia. Where are you? Like Florida or something? Travis, yeah, ZZZ. Dr. Z. DrZzs. It's all about sleeping stuff, right? It's all about Maryland. Ooh. You know what? We might be able to do something for Maryland. I don't know if we can get done by October 7th though, just because I'm gonna. Anyways, I'll keep it in mind, and we'll definitely try and do something so that we can start doing some of this. That would be the ideal thing, right? Let's like, okay, how do you make a Maker Faire display? What would be the fun things for you to show off, and how can you do it? And then so that other people can go, like Tim's talking about, and go to their own local Maker Fairs and show off some cool stuff. All right, man, it's on. Well, this box with the wands and stuff, there's obviously going to be videos about how to do it. And even though maybe not very many people are going to want to specifically do that exact project, it's going to have some principles in it that you can use to do, regular home automation stuff and fun Maker Faire stuff and toilet seat automation and all that sweet stuff. Atlanta Maker Faire is in October for anybody in the area. Sweet, Scott, that'd be awesome. I would love to do maybe when I retire, I'll go do just a Maker Faire tour. That would be awesome. And you need the CNC dragon. I can send you the plans though. I can send you the plans. You'd have to cut out the dragon. But it could be a smaller dragon. You could 3D print the parts instead. Mustafa, you just saw the channel and directly subscribed. Oh, thanks, man. From Bahrain. Oh, cool. That's cool. What? I just thought of Bahrain. I was like, how did I think of that? A friend of mine makes scuba gear, and the Bahrain Navy just bought a bunch of their scuba gear. We were talking about it because I was asking him about the batteries, because I've got my dad's working on a Volkswagen Bug, an old Volkswagen Bug that he's fixing up, and that I want to eventually turn electric. So we were talking about batteries. That's how Bahrain and the Navy came up. What do I do for a living, Richard? I'm an anesthesiologist. So I essentially am on guard duty during surgery. So I sit in there, I put people to sleep, keep them asleep, keep them alive, wake them up alive and comfortable. It's a great job to have if you have to have a job. It's not quite as good as just doing home automation projects full time, but that doesn't pay quite so well. So we'll do what we can in the time we have and make money when we have. You don't have a friend with a 4x8 CNC? We can make it smaller. Okay. I see Chris is giving some info about Node MCUs and D1s. Awesome. What's the best price? Yep. Rob, listen to Chris. Chris knows about buying a lot of Node MCUs and D1 minis because he likes to fry them. He has a Node MCU barbecue at his house every once in a while. All right, let's see. What are we talking about? What did I miss with Frank? Missed the Maker Faire in Grand Rapids, Michigan. It was last weekend. Oh man, that's too bad. I'd love to get up there. Oh, you know what? They need to do it in the fall though, so I can make a football game at the same time. Do you know why they updated without updating Hass.io? No. Oh, are you is that Frank and Rob having a conversation about something? I don't know. That's okay. I'm not sure if this is the right spot for this question. That's okay. We'll try and answer it anyways. But I'm planning to connect wired home alarm with Home Assistant. Any suggestions? Should I forget it and go for a new wired alarm? No, don't forget it at all. Don't forget it at all, Jose. You can totally do it. So you want to do a wired home alarm. So do you already have it, or you're building a new house? First question. Obviously, I guess it doesn't make too much difference. I have a wired system. And what I've used is the connected device, which is, we've talked about it before. Sorry, I hit the mic again. We've talked about it before on here, and it was a Kickstarter. It's a guy named Nate. It's essentially a Node MCU plus a sketch that he came up with and a little custom kind of add-on board that that lets you easily wire your wired alarm system to this little board. It'll take, I can't remember if it's 6 or 8 zones per board. It's a little pricey if you look at what we normally do, especially you're talking about a Node MCU board, which is the real brains of this thing. That like Chris just said, $3 maybe if you can wait for it to come from China. But Nate's put a lot of time, and I believe this has become his full-time company job and such. So anyways, there it says 6 zones. But that's what I've done. You could do something very similar without spending that much money. If that was too much for you, you could do it. It's obviously you just trade. What do you have, time or do you have money? And if you have the money, buy this, and it's all set up and ready to go for you. If you don't want to spend the money and you have the time, then you can take a Node MCU board or a D1 Mini or whatever, or just an Arduino. Honestly, if you're near your Ethernet, you'd have to have an Ethernet connection. But you can do you can do your own alarm system with Home Assistant. That's what I would do. But yeah, link please for this. Is that what you were talking about? I'll send you the link. I don't know. Sometimes when I miss what's happening in the chat because I start talking, then I'm answering questions that weren't the questions that were answered. All right, Peter. Installation. Oh, are you starting, Peter? You're starting Has.io tomorrow. What tips do we have for Peter? Watch 1M Tech's video. I will get it for you. Watch 1M Tech's video. His how to set up Home Assistant video has become the one that I am using now in all of my, when I'm referring somebody to watch a video or to watch a video on install of Has.io. Let's see, 1M Tech. 1M Tech. Does anybody know where 1M Tech lives? Do you know where he is? We can do something together. He does good stuff. I like his. Oops, I already subscribed. I don't want to unsubscribe. Sorry. Share, copy, and paste. Oh, Frank. Yes, go to Frank's awesome list. Oh, let's get a link for the awesome list. Get a link for the awesome list. That's pretty cool, Frank, that you're getting this, most trending or whatever right now in GitHub. I'm not surprised. But that's fantastic. So this is a list for Peter or everybody else. If you haven't seen it before, this is Frank put together a list of all these resources for Home Assistant, and it's a lot of stuff that you could benefit from all in one place. So instead of looking through pages and pages or just searching in general, you can go right here and it's got all the stuff that you could need, and you can contribute. If you've got a link to something that's been really useful to you, there's a way through the website or through Frank to contribute and get it posted here so it can help other people as well. But everything you could need to know about Home Assistant and what to do and how to install different parts, it's all there. So why did I choose Home Assistant instead of Openhab? Chris says, well, I started with Home Assistant because I was doing LED lights, and Bruh had a, that link is in my resources on Discord. Oh, excellent. Anyways, I was doing the lights, and Bruh, Ben, Bruh Automation had a video, and to run the lights, he used Home Assistant. So I said, okay, I'm going to use Home Assistant for the lights. And then I started realizing what else Home Assistant could do. And then I did start seeing other things like Samsung Smart Things or Wink or Openhab, right? And I had heard before, Vivint's a big place out here. I don't know if they go other places, but Vivint does a bunch of smart home stuff, and Connect 4, right? And so I started hearing about all these things, and I read a few reviews, and I listened to people who it seemed to me really knew what they were talking about, and had tried several different platforms, and many of them settled on Home Assistant for a lot of reasons. So that's what got me set on Home Assistant. Now, and then Chris says Sonoffs. You found the Sonoffs. What really got me into Home Assistant was finding the Sonoffs, because I was doing a lot of other projects, and I started doing videos, but it wasn't until I did the video about found the Sonoff and watching a few different videos to try and figure out how to get it flashed and how to turn it into a workable switch, a smart switch, that I said, hey, this is some cool stuff. And so I put that video out about using a Sonoff as a light switch, or 2 videos really. And then it just went crazy from there. And then I've just been, more Sonoffs or other devices, D1 minis and Node MCUs and RF sensors. And it's just going and going and going. And it, like Chris said, it's a fun hobby. It is a fun hobby. And part of the fun for me is the challenge of keeping it cheap, right? I don't want to just go buy every $200 smart lock. I want to figure out how to take a $15 smart lock and turn it into something just as useful. And so that is fun. It's a puzzle to me. It's a game, and it's fun. So, all right. Where am I? Do I have any recommendations for automating a central air conditioning system? Good question, fellas. What do you think? I know we touched on that subject a few minutes ago, and then who was it? Was it Tim or Travis? I can't remember who kind of had a hesitation about doing that. But the smart thermostat, Mustafa, is the smart thermostats. You can get them for a whole bunch of money, or you can piece something together for less money, but you miss, some of the stability and probably inner functions and stuff. So there you go. Buy please an ecobee if the net. So Tim, ecobee's $100. You know what? That's probably a good recommendation. Let me give you a link for ecobee. Is that all they are? Is it $100? Maybe if the 3 is more, huh? Or is this what you're talking about? Honeywell ecobee Smart SI thermostat. Yeah, Nest is kind of a lot. ecobee, what would you recommend there, Tim? This guy? Is this the one? Honeywell's good too. Which one's the Honeywell? I think I saw the Honeywell on there too. I was listening to, if you listen to the podcast, the Home Assistant podcast from this past release, and one of the guys on there was talking about how he had to manage his parents' Nest from his house, and how he went about doing that. That was kind of a cool scenario that he found himself in. Honeywell thermostat. This guy maybe. So you're looking. I mean, if you can find a good deal, like Tim's saying, watch for deals, and if you find a deal, that's great. Grab it for a deal. I'll get there eventually to the point of doing my thermostats. I haven't yet, but we have 2 systems in our house. We have radiant heat in the floor, so it's just like hot water that goes through the floor. So that has its own set of thermostats and its own set of zones in the house. And then we have the AC unit, and we have a what do you call it? Just where it blows hot air. We have that system too, but we just never use it because the radiant heat in the floor works so well. And share the deal you find on Facebook. What? Help me, Chris. Kid's chasing your dog and pulls the Sonoff away from the live wires. Oh, the deal at Thanksgiving, yeah. Why they put so much expensive in thermostats? I really don't want to look at anything fancy. Just want it to. I agree with you, Mark. You know what? I don't even care if I don't see the dang thermostat, right? Like the Nest is so pretty and it's got this like touch screen, the lights all behind that. So I was like, bag all that, man. Just put a little white box on the wall and let me go on with my, save us $100 just so we don't have to look at the display. So free Wi-Fi thermostat that works with that. Oh, Glenn, you lucky dog. Where are you? I need to ask my power company if they'll do that. That'd be sweet. Window AC unit uses an IR remote. There you go. So Jeff can do that with Tasmota. Sweet. Awesome. Oh, and there's a Kickstarter. Somebody give me some information to search and I can post links. Or if you guys want to send me something in Discord that I can post, I'm happy to post. I'm just spam the links. Spam the links. All right. Okay, should you get a PIR motion sensor, AM310 or a T1? Very confused on how it works. So you're asking which kind of PIR? T1 is are you talking about the Sonoff light switch? Sorry, Shariar, we'll help you if we can understand what you're asking. We'll give you some good information. The PIR sensors, there's a variety of them. I have the RF ones from Sonoff. They work fine. I've got the one here, this one here, you can probably see it, hooked up to all these jumpers and the D1 Mini here and stuff. This one is going to be part of the Maker Faire display. And it's just an Arduino. I don't even know, does it have a model number on it? I mean, it's going to be whatever cheapest generic Arduino PIR sensor you can find. Yeah, I don't see a model number on it, so I can't tell you, but I don't know that you can go wrong with simple PIR sensors. They're pretty good. Hey, from Denmark, Polson Media, how you doing? And Frank said, how is Lovelace going? My Lovelace has been on pause, unfortunately, just because I've been working on these other things. But part of what I'm going to do for the Maker Faire is set up a picture image with these components that we're going to be messing with for the little game and stuff. So I'll be getting back into doing some Lovelace, but yeah, I haven't done too much more. Yeah, Mark had a weird problem with Lovelace today. Let's see. Bruss says is more reliable than the bigger one with adjuster knobs. I have both and find them both to be just as reliable. The one, the one I have has adjuster knobs on it. So maybe I have the one. I tell you what, it's way super sensitive, super sensitive. So, do I have contact info for Jay After Dark? I can tell you his Discord stuff. I can give you his full Discord name. It is right here. So if you search in Discord for this, you'll find him. Hey JC, how's it going? Pablo, DHT11 not accurate enough. I would go with a DHT22. You're talking about temperature sensors. Yeah. So this thing here, maybe that's what I need to do is change the temperature sensor. So this fancy little box for the Maker Faire that we keep the wand in, you have to warm it up and then the lights turn red and the door unlocks when you get it warm enough, right? You charge the spell. That's the play. That's the game. It takes forever to warm up. It takes a really long time to warm up and then cool off. And then it seems like it makes big jumps. This DHT11, it takes big jumps. Like it'll say 80.06 and then it'll say 78.8 and there's like nothing in between ever. Or might, so yeah, maybe the DHT22 is going to be more accurate. Oh, the 501 interference issues from the ESP Wi-Fi. Oh, so the 501 is the one I have with the adjuster knobs, and there's some interference issues with the ESP. Okay, yeah, it's going to be. Well, it won't be too close. I can keep them far enough apart for my purpose, anyways. But for whoever was asking about that, that's something to consider. Oh, thank you for explaining that to him too. Let me see. Paul. Thank you, Paul, for explaining that to him. All right. Heating is a one-wire hot water radiator. It can't modify it, and I don't want to pay for heat there anyways. Oh, That is boner. Mark, Frank, I thought you started Home Assistant. You started it, but then you haven't done anything, huh? Found out the hard way going to Switch. Oh, Roy, what did Roy find out the hard way? I missed what Roy was talking about. Oh, the DHT11 on all your light switches. Do you want to turn them all? Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's just not very accurate. I guess in that case you pay a couple cents more or whatever the 22 costs, and you probably get quite a bit better function. That's too bad. Sorry, we didn't know to tell you. I didn't know. What am I using to monitor the temperature? Perhaps you need to increase the telemetry refresh rate. It's Tasmota, and I've increased it to every 10 seconds. So it could be this is possible. When I was playing with it, trying to get it to work and testing it out with some automation and all that I had set up, I was blowing on it, trying to warm it up, and like the humidity went to like 95%, and then I didn't pay close attention to how accurate it was before that or how fast it adjusted before that, but after that it wasn't very good. So maybe I got some spit in there, or maybe I just broke it with my dragon breath because had garlic for lunch or something. I don't know. Very stable. Oh, the D18B20, is that Mark? That's the thermometer or thermostat, whatever we call it. Temperature sensor, call it that. Yeah, Travis has an addiction to. Oh, good, Travis. Well, then report back to us, Travis. We got to know give us the pros and cons and the best of each one, okay? Because I haven't invested in that, but I want to do similar to some of these guys and put some in several places. The way that I get the temperature in most of the rooms in our house is from our Blink camera sensors, because they have temperature on them, and so when I'm looking at temperatures in Home Assistant, it's coming mostly from those Blink camera sensors. So I don't see why with a relay I couldn't just use those as thermostats, right? Like a Wi-Fi receiver and a relay. I don't know. Vincent from Belgium. Have I tried Microsoft Face component, and did I create some automations based on it? I haven't. There is a what's it called? Facebox add-on, Frank, correct? And Facebox is a Linux face recognition software. So if I was going to try one, I'd try that. But I hadn't heard about I'm not surprised Microsoft has one, but I hadn't heard about it. I don't depend much on Microsoft, man. They just messed up too much. So although doing something with Linux and open source stuff is going to be more homework and more stress and hard work probably on my part, I'd rather do that. So I haven't tried it though, Vincent. Have you tried it? What do you think? Copy snapshots to the new HAS OS install, but file copy keeps failing. Uh-oh. Birdbrain from the UK is having trouble with snapshots from HAS OS. I'm still on HAS.io. I haven't done the swap over. I'm still on 0.74 also. So I've avoided the 0.75 and the 0.76 issues lately. So experimented with Cortana and Home Assistant. Oh, does it work okay, Bobby? I want to try that because I've hooked up the my awesome speakers now to my computer, so that I can hook up the Volumio Pi to the rest of the speakers in the house. And so I want to be able to tell something like with a voice command to activate my music and stuff. And it would be great if it was the computer. So I'm thinking about Cortana. Cortana got pretty.
I'm not sure.
Did you hear that? Sorry. It's the C word. I can't say the C word. 7 point. Oh, good. You know what, Renee? The reason I hadn't done it was there was what was the change that was going to require me to do something? It was something simple like MQTT or something, a mosquito. I can't remember. There was a simple thing that you were going to have to change. And I just went, okay, well, that's going to take me, an hour or maybe something like that. So I'll just hold on. So I haven't done it yet. Do I use Home Assistant Cloud, Jay? Yeah, I do. Have we started paying for it yet? I don't know. Does anybody know if we've started paying for Home Assistant Cloud? I'm one that I am all for supporting Paulus and whoever other developers on Home Assistant that work so much to get it to the way we have it. So I don't mind the $5 a month for the Home Assistant Cloud. I should be paying them anyways. Broke your Tuya devices. Oh man, that's too bad. Extended again. Wait, really? By what kind of issues with HAS OS? Oh, there you go. Frank will help you. The cloud payment was pushed to September. That's fantastic. That's great. Yeah, I don't know the financial situation of Home Assistant and the developer situation, but I'm glad they keep pushing it back. Yeah, no good. Well, it's only because this is running, only because I'm running Windows on this computer. Otherwise, I wouldn't. Sorry. She's gonna respond to that again. I tried doing it. I was really bummed that my Google Home didn't have a headphone jack. If I could just plug a headphone jack into it, it'd be fine. I could do it if it was an Echo Dot, but up here in my office, I have the old school Echo with the big speaker, and so I kind of like that too. Have I tried Jarvis? Are you kidding, drones? Is that a real thing? I don't know it. Is there a real thing called Jarvis? Because I would love to try it. Let's put some Discord links out there, because I just saw somebody say you should try Discord, and I'm going to put 2 Discord links out there. We've got the main Home Assistant Discord, and I will put out there I know that there's one that lasts forever that's on the website, but I'm going to generate a link. This is a link to the main Home Assistant Discord, and at any given moment, there's 1,000 people on there that will most likely know what you need to know. Some of them are going to be on there to ask questions too, but a lot of them are going to know what they're doing and be able to help you. So that's the Home Assistant Discord channel. And then I have a Discord channel. We have a Discord channel that's named after me, which is, that's fun. So I will give a link for that one too. And it's a lot of good stuff happens in Discord, man. A lot of good help, helping each other out, showing off cool projects. I'm on Discord constantly. You guys know that. Well, I'm not on Discord as much as some of you guys. And then there is also Facebook. We do have a Facebook page. Facebook's a little bit slower moving. It's not quite as fast to chat generally, but there's a lot of good stuff on Facebook too. So search on who are we looking for on YouTube. Is he around? Oh, Jarvis on YouTube. Oh, okay, I'll check it out. Gotcha. I see. Keep getting Cloudflare offline notifications on the forum. Ooh. Kevin, you mean the Home Assistant forum? Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. That's a bummer. HasOS dies after updating and rebooting. Did this 5 times. Just uh-oh. Hopefully that solves it. Eesh. Oh, I hope so. No, don't know. Oh, okay, Travis, Mark, gotcha. You guys are working together. Perfect. HasOS needs more power. Okay, well there you go. Hopefully that does the trick for you, Bobby. Forums does have an issue. Okay, cool. Frank is the software guru. He's the programming master. And Frank's on Twitch. Can I put your channel on there, Frank? Frank gets on Twitch and shares his plethora of programming knowledge. It's a good time. Let's see, Twitch. Internet of Things is the channel, right? Yes, there it is, top of my list. Excellent. Wait, where'd it go though? Internet of Things. Oh, sorry. Twitch just started playing audio. Internet of Things. There he is. Your profile picture is something else too, Frank. You look like it reminds me of like the cable guy. With that's who it looks like. You look what was that guy's name? You know who I'm talking about. Anyways, check out Frank's Twitch. Yeah, how often do you do that, Frank? A couple times a week, it seems like, right? I would have thought, Bobby, I would have thought so too, but maybe not. Maybe it's not. Learn how to use the sensors the way you mentioned them. Okay, cool. How do you make a computer respond to your voice commands when you call that? So that is an Amazon Echo, and David says I use an Amazon Echo, and you can change the what do they call it? The wake word. There are 4 wake words that you can use with the Amazon Echo: Alexa, Echo, Amazon, and computer. I can't say it loud or she'll ask me what I want. What do you want? I like that one because it's like Star Trek, right? So that's fun. SOS bare metal install. No need to install the OS. Yep. All people who are wait, be messed up. Yeah, sorry. All right, James Newbie here. Great, no problem. Getting flash failed using the network video or the newest video. The newest one for flashing the. Are you trying to do over the air, or you're trying to do it with the converter? If you're getting so flash failed, you're trying to do it with the ESP Easy, the Flash Easy file, right? Okay, so most likely, and especially since it's something you haven't done a lot, I would guess that the problems are coming from either not having your contacts touching on the board, correct? You know, if you don't have your RX and TX making good contact and on the right pins, that's a common problem there. The other things would be like if you don't have the right COM port selected, but generally with that Flash Easy file, that ESP Flash whatever, I like Flash Easy, and I should ask them to officially change it. They usually, if you've got your board connected correctly, then it should automatically choose the COM port for you. So I connect it first, then open the Flash Easy file, and then it should put your COM port number, and then you know it's done right. So RxTX, so these are common problems why you would get a failure. RxTX, either not connected well or switched. Okay, COM port being wrong, not getting into programming mode. So the timing and pressing the button, and make sure that you hear when you release the button. Make sure you hear it click when you release it, because sometimes you hear it click, and then if you release it and you don't hear it like unclick or click again, then it might not have been pressed, or maybe it was at an angle. You know, that thing's really tall and kind of bends. So I press it and then plug it in and then let go. Okay, well, yeah, that's right. So those are the most common reasons why you would get a flash failed. So do you think any of those might be the problem, or is there any of those things that you could check? And the other thing you could do for us is give us, if you have any other information that it shows you, because it should give you some more information from the printout up there. My guess is it's going to say ESP COM something failure, because it'll be one of those three things. That'd be my guess. Oh no, Mark says he had troubles with Flash Easy and he wound up using the ESP tool. I haven't tried it, but I'm sure there's a lot of good options. So ESP tool would be another one maybe to try. You could just try doing Arduino also. The pros of flashing with Flash Easy compared to Arduino. Curious, Phil. Yeah, so the reason that I went to the Flash Easy process instead of the Arduino IDE was because I was having so many people that were having problems because of different libraries. If you've already flashed some things and you've already monkeyed with some libraries in your Arduino IDE, you could get all kinds of errors when you try and do something different. And that's a problem. And on being the guy who's trying to help somebody troubleshoot that, it's really hard. All I can say is, well, you probably have a library that's in the wrong place, or you don't have the right library, or and everything. Your situation can be infinitely variable depending on what people have done in their Arduino IDE before. One solution is to just install a new Arduino IDE in a new folder every time, or maybe just for your Sonoffs. That would be smart. You could do it that way. But going to the Flash Easy avoids all that stuff. And then Frank says Platform IO, and I want to try it. I haven't tried it yet. I tried it initially, way back when I first, like a year ago. And I was trying it on Mac, and I was getting some errors, and so I just gave it up. But yeah, Platform IO is another great way to do it. And can you just, Frank, you can probably just upload directly a bin file, right? You can upload a binary directly with Platform IO. So if you have something that's already compiled, you just send it. And then I think, can you use Platform IO as like a serial interface also? Like I use Termite, but could you use Platform IO to do the same thing? So you can put your backlog commands in and stuff like that. Have I upgraded Sonoff memory? No, Rob, I haven't. I haven't had the need to. I really just use Tasmota every time, and I haven't had the need to, but I don't know what else you could do with Tasmota that might increase the memory footprint. Maybe if you're doing timers and it's got to save data, maybe there's a reason to go to a bigger memory. Certainly if you wanted to use a different sketch instead of Tasmota and you got bigger than a megabyte, then yeah, you definitely need to. I know it can be done. I know a lot of people do it. If you go like Zombu, who's not here today, but Zombu's one I know that I think he's done it, or some of those other guys that have been in the Discord chat for a long time, they've done it. Is anybody using Unified Device Tracker? Not me, Jay, but maybe anybody else. Anybody can help Jay with the Unified Device Tracker? So it is serial directly, Frank. Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to try it one more time for sure. On the D1 Mini, I had to disconnect everything to program it with Tasmota. Okay. I didn't know that was a thing, but I'm not surprised, I guess. Recently, I've heard opinion that when Home Assistant on Pi 3 is growing, it's worth consider something else than a Pi 3 because it kills the SD card. Lucas, good question. Could be true. Could be true. Hey, bud.
Hey.
Streaming.
Huh?
You want to say hi?
Yeah.
Come on, say hi.
Well, I want to see what you're doing.
Oh, well, we're just chatting. Actually, I haven't been. Actually, all we've been doing is chatting.
Really?
So, see you, Rob. Thanks for coming by. Get the girls to bed. School started. Bummer. So yeah, back to what Lucas was asking about the SD card. So, yeah, I've been running I guess this card that I'm on now. How long have I been on this card? This SD card? Not super long. Maybe 8-9 months, probably December maybe. So yeah, you could probably eventually run into problems with writing and erasing and stuff on the SD card. But the thing to do is just snapshot, back up your Home Assistant with a snapshot, and then back up that snapshot off of your computer somewhere, and then let's see, where does it go? So right here, let's see, where is it? Snapshots. Sorry. So make a full snapshot. And then once you have an available snapshot, you can click it here, and then you can you see it on the screen there? You probably can't see where that menu is going, can you? Hold on, I can't see it. Yeah. Nope. It gives you the option to download it. There you go. So you can download the snapshot. So put that snapshot someplace else, not on your SD card on your Pi. Okay, so take the snapshot, then move that snapshot. So download it to a different computer or whatever. Or you can...
I don't know that one.
Sorry, see, she heard me say it again. Or you can restore it. I don't want to restore that one. Where do you get... So if I have a snapshot from someplace else and I want to restore it, I haven't had to do that. How would you do that, guys? Anybody know? I would have thought here would have been restore. Maybe... Is there another place? Create? I don't know. Somebody help me. I got started on the, you back up from a snapshot, but can the snapshot automate backup? Yes, Phil, there is a command. There's a service. Does anybody know the name of the service? I can try looking it up. There's a service that will upload in the backup folder. Okay, so I can put something in the backload folder, or the backup folder. All right, let's see where we at. Just backup YAML, GitHub, Cloud Drive works well. Yeah. Oh, good. Odo, I want to talk about your lights in just a minute. Need to copy files back to the backup folder. Okay. Where's the backup folder? Here's my... Is it here? No, it's not going to be there. Oh, backup is not config. It's before config. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So this is probably that backup that it said I made. Yeah, May 11th. So there you go. So you would install. So if you had a crash, if you were saving snapshots and then you had a crash, your SD card just fried. You get a new SD card. You install HASS.io just like you would have right out of the gate. When you get to the point that you can Samba in and manipulate the file tree, then you drop your backed up snapshot into this backup folder. then it'll show up on your list in snapshots, and you can select it and restore from that backup, and you'll have everything that you had before. Is that accurate, guys? Did I mislead him? Give any false information? Oh, look, my shirt's like partly invisible. All right. Samba. To save your SD card life, you can either turn off data collection of the sensors, like 5 days, or send data to a PC running Influx. Ooh, if you want to see it. Okay, Jacob, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. That way you just avoid so much reading and writing from the card. Good idea. Does Haspian have a similar backup option? Good question, guys. Do you know? I know you can just take, I think you could probably just take most of the stuff from your config folder and back it, just copy it to someplace else, and then it should work. When I went from Haspian to Has.io, I think all I took with me was like 3 YAML files. I took my configuration YAML, my automations YAML, and then I guess I probably had customize and groups or a couple others. And I just copied those off and then just brought them back on with Has.io. And there were a couple things I had to tweak, and it didn't take very long. But look for the, did somebody give us the service to call for a snapshot? There is a service for snapshot. I don't remember what it's called. There you go, right there. Has.io full snapshot call service. So you can set up an automation with a timer that, you say every day at midnight, run the Has.io full snapshot. I don't know what the options are. It could be that you could get the option to put them someplace, like to copy them, or I guess then you could set up something else to be backing up your Has.io backup file, right? So it's constantly taking those snapshots and moving them someplace else every day or whatever. So have I tried OwnTracks with Has? Yes, that's what I use. I use OwnTracks. It works well. I use it with the HTTP commands instead of MQTT, and it's been fine. It's been quite reliable for me. I'm always looking for something better, but honestly, it hasn't been too bad. I tried the Google Maps one, and I think it's working, but again, I haven't got back into it to really find out. But that's true. Rob has a video about automated backups. Should I grab the link for that? Should I? The hookup. Let's look at all his videos. I'm excited to try his sketch for the blinds. That one looks really cool. Let's see, which one was it? DIY Windows, basic, automation, products. There we go. Automated Has.io backups and recovering data from a disaster. There you go. That's exactly what the doctor ordered. I can say that. Okay. Here you go. That should give you everything you need to know. Rob knows stuff. Knows a lot of stuff. He's good at stuff and things. So Beatified. That's awesome. Look, as Google location sharing seems to have better accuracy than other options. Yeah, might be. I need to further investigate how Google location sharing works. I have it set up, and I believe I'm sharing my location. But when I'm trying to compare my setup with others who have it, it seems like I'm missing a piece. It's not giving me like the location name based on the address, and there's some things that make me wonder, is it really tracking me? And to be honest, I've just been doing too many other things to really give it enough attention to try and make sure that I've got it right, but I think I have it right. Node-RED can monitor the Samba share and pull the backup off. Awesome. Paul, you're a genius. We got to get you on here one of these times too. Paul knows stuff too. He knows a lot of stuff. You guys all know a lot of stuff. There was an app you used on your media server called Dermon. Oh, and it would direct. Okay, yeah, cool. I know that there's a, I even want to say there's an add-on. Is it an add-on, or maybe there's just a service that's built in? Same kind of thing, right? It will monitor a folder, and if something changes in that folder, it will do something. So, copy that file or make a backup or something. So yeah, there's ways to do it. Watch Rob's video, see what he does. I watched it before. I can't remember the details at this point, but a new setup guide. Yes. Is there a new? Yes. Oh my gosh, thank you for bringing that up, Linux Guru. Man, the video that I put out about the Alexa media player was outdated and inaccurate within days. I jumped the gun on that. I should have waited just a little bit longer, and it's much easier now. And I've thought about doing an update. Let's see, Alexa Home Assistant Media Player. Is Keaton still here? He might not be, but Keaton's been here for a while, and he was the mastermind behind this, and he was giving credit to Alan also. But anyways, I'll link this for you guys right here. But now all you have to do, it's really pretty simple. You still need to go to this. You need to go to the repository, and you'll need to grab his alexa.py file, and you need to put that in. So you need to go here. This tells you what to do. You go here, you grab this alexa.py file, and you need to put it in a directory which you may not have, which is custom components or something. It's is it under www custom? No, it's not there. Panels, node, red, idem, code, custom components, and then media player, and that's where you put the Alexa PY. Same place if you have floor plan speaker. That's a different monster. Sorry. So you put Alexa PY there, and then you just put this in your configuration.yaml file. Platform Alexa, it's a media player. Platform Alexa. This is the email you use to access Amazon. This is your Amazon password. Of course, use secrets. Put it someplace else. And then, fortunately, this was a problem before too. But now you can just put Amazon.com in there, and you don't have to put. If you're in a different country, there was an issue initially. And then look at all these things he's got working now. I want to try this, like to be able to make selections and stuff with Spotify and Pandora and TuneIn and stuff. So I use it for text to speech. I like it for text to speech. So yeah, it works great. Let's see. Did I get the iCloud tracking working? I don't think I tried it. I don't think I tried it, Lou. Sorry. I know we talked about it a little bit. Sorry. Oh, you're making a lot of noise, my bud. You guys hear all that rustling? It's my 200-pound 14-year-old over there. All right.
Excuse me, it's 210. Get
supper
it.
Just hit the table. Okay, go get supper. Go get supper, curmudgeon. HA folder watcher component. Awesome. Yep, I thought there was something. Oh, did I just say it out loud again? Sorry. Okay. Did we miss you, Tony? We always miss you, brother. We always miss you. We're glad you're back. Oh, did I share that last time? Did I? I think I did. I watched a video from, yeah, I did. I talked about it. From the guy with the Swiss accent about ESP Now and what you were doing, Tony, with those sensors and stuff. Made a lot more sense. That was very helpful. Oh, Jay After Dark. Hey, somebody was looking for you. The Google Share Map. Oh, it doesn't work with Hass.io. Is that right? Oh, maybe that's why. So they have a driver. Oh, wait. Oh, I missed what you guys are talking about. Something else. There it goes again. Me missing it. Andrea Spices. Yeah. iCloud tracking works perfectly well. I think it does, unless it's just the Home Assistant app on my phone. Yeah. The recipe seems to be, and I don't think this has changed in at least a year that I've been trying to tinker with location tracking, is you use a whole bunch of different things, and at one point or another, one of them is probably going to be right. And you're just hedging your bets, right? You're betting on a lot of different data points from different sensors, and you'll probably get something that'll be right most of the time from somebody. So, what else was I going to do? Was I going to do anything else? I'm probably get about maybe another 10 minutes, fellas, and then we'll let everybody get to dinner time and such. Yeah, let's see. So it does work. Okay. Do I integrate with IFTT much? I don't, Darcy. I've used IFTT when I did, if you watched it, I had a really fun video, and it's football season. Football's starting again in a couple weeks. I know most of you guys are on the other side of the world, and football's, American football is probably not as big a deal. And honestly, we should probably be de-emphasizing American football in America for a lot of reasons. But regardless, it's still fun to watch, and it's coming on fall, so it's coming up again. So I did a video where I did, I had ESPN through If This Then That send Home Assistant information, send my phone and Home Assistant information about when my team's football game was starting, and it would turn on my lights. And then it would also, ESPN would send a notification when the game was over and ask me if they won or not, and I could push a button on the phone that would change the lights to a different color if they won, or turn them off if they lost. So I used If This Then That for that. And then there's another way I was using If This Then That to, like, you could send something to a text number, and that would change the lights. There was a few things I played with, but I don't use If This Then That very much. I found it to be a little bit unreliable. I mean, everything's a little bit unreliable, but it seemed like it was inconsistent. Sometimes it would send the message, sometimes it wouldn't send the message. Sometimes it took a long time. I'd get the message halfway through the game, stuff like that. But I think for the most part, If This Then That is a great idea. But it's all based on somebody else's cloud, and if you can do it, if you can do it without, through some other way like MQTT or something else, then that's probably preferable. But yeah, what are you using it for? Is there things that you want to use it for? Oh, you want to use If This Then That for location tracking? Oh, yeah, I've heard of that. Haven't tried it, but somebody was telling me maybe that was you, Darcy. Could have been you. Somebody was mentioning that before. Let's see. Using the OS version 64-bit, maybe the problem with it never creates anything in the known. Oh, I don't know. What happened to Bruh? Bruh's around. Bruh, like, I don't know if he got a new house or moved or did something, and he got out of the video making game for a while. But he just tweeted the other day, when Rob from the Hookup video channel hit 5,000 subscribers, he sent out a tweet. Rob did, thanking Bruh for being an inspiration. And he replied and said, "That's great, congratulations," or something. So we know he's not dead. We know he's not dead, which is all that matters. He'll come back to it eventually. I'm excited to have him have his input these days again too. He was such a fun guy to watch. Just a nice, genuine, decent dude, So, and he's bald, so that makes him awesome. Multiple components for tracking, combine them with a Bayesian binary sensor. Yeah, Jesse, that's probably a good idea. Maybe someday we'll get to a foolproof, surefire location tracking system, but so far we're still kind of piecing things together. Everybody's kind of got their own reason for using one or the other. So here's the command line for the backup. HAS.io snapshots new after update. Oh, that's for command line, Mark? Stringify is a lot better for location tracking, better than If This Then That. Oh, I hadn't heard of Stringify. Is there, obviously there's got to be some kind of Home Assistant integration there, right? Should we all be bald then? Yes. Being bald for me it's not a style choice. It's just practical. I mean, I touch my head once, maybe twice a week with a razor. I do twice. If it gets to bother me, because it only takes another 30 seconds. I have to shave my face at least twice a week. So it takes another, minute and a half or something to do my head. So I do it, and then I never have to touch a brush. I never need shampoo. I never worry about, bad hair days, or nobody knows when I just woke up. It's pretty awesome. Another off-topic question. Oh, security camera's not off-topic at all, Jose. Not at all. Considering Foscam, any comments? You have a Synology box, so you read that they were the most compatible. Foscam is great. Now, Foscam did get acquired, I believe, by Amcrest. So I don't know how many new Foscam models you'll find. But I have a Foscam, and I love it. I have an Amcrest, and I love it. Pan, tilt, zoom, HD pictures. Depending on the sale, you might get them as low as $70, $80 for their indoor. I wish they had a waterproof version of the same one. I wish they would just take the same camera, same setup, put it in a waterproof box. I'd pay an extra $50 for it. I like them that much. So yeah, Foscam, no problem going with Foscam. I would recommend it for sure. Oh, Stringify is Android based. Curses. Curses. Life 360 has worked 100% for 3 years. Super easy. Ooh, Brendan, is Life 360, that's what? That's tracking? 96 watching. Cool. Thanks, Demps. How's it going, man? Oh, from an SSH terminal, yeah. Mark, you're not using HASS.io, are you? You must not be if you're doing command line stuff, right? Do I have Life 360 set up with Home Assistant? Smart things, but haven't gotten up and running with Home Assistant yet. Yeah, I have not messed with Life 360. In fact, I'm not sure I've ever heard of it before. So now we're learning new things. Huge fan of Life 360 until the Z-Wave garage door controller died. Oh, now I need Life 360 and Home Assistant for a new DrZzs inspired garage door opener. Awesome, Chris. So what did you do? Did you do the D1 Mini version, or did you do the Sonoff SV version? And I don't know what the Life 360 is. I'm gonna have to figure it out. Man, I tell you, I have been so happy with my Sonoff SV garage door opener and my Luma MQTT car presence detector. I mean, on the few occasions where there's been a disconnect with Home Assistant, like Home Assistant went just my Pi turned off, or because the power went out or something, or I had an issue where the magnet that I mounted to the door fell off a couple times, and so it wasn't registering as open and closed. But other than those like actual physical mechanical issues, I haven't had any problems with my MQTT car presence project that Luma came up with. It's awesome. Oh, you do have both. I prefer the Sonoff SV. It worked really well for me, but the D1 Mini was great. The nice thing about the D1 Mini is you could probably add other things. Like I know somebody was talking before, maybe on a different stream or Discord, about adding a motion sensor and adding temperature sensor or something like that. You could add several, you got lots of extra pins. That's the nice thing about the D1 Minis. You got a few extra pins you can use for other things and make other use of it. You're supplying power to it anyways, might as well do something. And you do also have a couple extra pins on the SV that you could use, at least. Well, in that arrangement, I think you still have like 4 pins, I think, from the SV that you can use for the same thing. You could also do PIR or whatever on there too. So yeah, do both and try and see what you see what you like. Oh, it looks like the light is changing, so my picture is getting worse, isn't it? The sun is setting, so my picture is getting worse as the light changes in the room. Yeah, you guys don't care, right? We're not here to look at me. I mean, I guess we're looking at me, but it's just because we're having a conversation. All right, MQT, yeah, it's on your to-do list. Good. Use your D1 Minis for that, man. That's a great project. Speaking of Sonoff SV, if you wanted to pursue the button in a box, you can use, oh, wait, did you send me that? To keep the power cut off to the board until you need it. Oh, Danny, that's a good idea. TPL 5110. Hadn't heard of it. But somebody was asking me, was giving me some ideas. I haven't messed with the button in a box again. That was a fun one to do though. I learned a lot. If I was going to do a button in a box now, I think I might do an RF button, because I can just put a AA battery in it or AAA battery in it and it'd last forever. Oh, it's 1:30 in the morning, Polson. If you need to sign off and go to bed, man, you do it. I'm going to sign off here in a few minutes anyways. I'm getting hungry, and when I stare at the screen and talk constantly for a while, I start to hallucinate. So there's like gremlins crawling around my room now. Window sensors, door sensors, PIR, DHT22, power, 8 LEDs. I think that's it. Wow, you put all that on a D1 Mini, yes? That's fantastic. That's awesome. RF is better for battery life. You bet it is. No, yeah, see, it's not 1:30, it's 9:30. What are you talking about? Platform not found, media player, Alexa. It made what version of Home Assistant? 2 things. What version of Home Assistant are you running? And did you do the alexa.py file in the right place and then restart Home Assistant? If you've done those things, then let me know. We'll try something else. I wish Keaton was still here. Find Keaton on Discord. I can give you Keaton's address on Discord is player. Is it player? Not player unknown. Dang it. Linux, find me on Discord. I'll give you Keaton's address or his information. He can give you all the details. He knows that Alexa thing back and forth. So yeah, see, Chris is 6:30. It's 5:30. Wouldn't it be great? What do you guys think? Should we have just one time zone? Like right now, we just say it's 15 o'clock, right? And everybody knows it's 15 o'clock. That might mean it's some people are sleeping and some people are going to work, but it's 15 o'clock. We don't have to worry about it. Just a thought. I also think we should all be doing metrics, but you know how that goes here in America. Would not trust my Amazon password on a custom add-on. You don't actually anymore. You don't have. So if you're Wellington, if you're talking about the Alexa media player thing, it's changed. You don't need the add-on anymore. The only place your password needs to be is in your configuration.yaml file or your secrets file if you use a secrets file, which you should. So yeah, that part of needing to put it into the add-on is gone. Even then, the add-on, I don't think it went anywhere. I think it was just stored locally, and that was a config file that it needed to run. But it's all working now with the configuration.yaml file. No more add-on. It's all just a component. All you need is the alexa.py file on your in your custom components / media player folder, which if you don't have one, you make one. And then you need a few lines in your configuration file. That way you see it right there. It's still on the screen, right? Greenwich Mean Time. Oh, Tony, you're right. Why don't we just do that? Darn. Okay. All right. Maybe I should start posting streams with Greenwich Mean Time on there. I'll start using that. That'll be funny. I'll set a watch with that on it. Zulu, my friend works at the airport. They got me on the international dateline. Yeah. Quotes needed for the Alexa thing. Let me look at mine. And I can try and tell you, because I don't remember off the top of my head, honestly. Frank's been my security advisor, and he's got me practicing a little bit better internet security, a little bit. So if I'm going to get into a file that has any potential of being sensitive, I'll move it off the screen, right? I trust every single one of you explicitly, but you never know when some bad guy is going to find this thing on YouTube and try and hurt me. All right, so I'm going to go to my configuration file here, and I'm going to search for Alexa. Yes, you do put it in quotes. Yep. And I have my passwords in a secrets file, Frank. See? So it would have been safe anyways if I wanted to share it. Okay, Lou. Sorry, man, if I say it wrong. Good night, brother. Good night. Where are we at? Some routers are compatible for tracking. All right. Hey, Zachy, do you want to round up the munchkins and see if they want to sign off with me?
Sure.
Okay, because we're going to sign off here in a minute. There's a slight delay with the devices disconnecting up to 10 minutes. Oh, that's a long time. Sounds like it's a known thing. Okay. Cool. Thanks, Frank. It's great to have a friend like Frank, man. Priceless. All right, today tested with his Wi-Fi sniffer and human tracker. It works, but when Wi-Fi switched off, iOS randomized the MAC address. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, I don't know if there's any way you can change that. I don't know how that system's working exactly. That's too bad. I'd have to check that video out and see. I'm sure he gets too many comments to be able to address a question directly. But hey, do we have baby girls?
No, it's just
baby girls are all gone. Okay, that's cool. We just got the big blondies. All right. Is there any way to bridge HAS.io to SmartThings? Yes, there used to be. There used to be a SmartThings bridge. Does anybody use it? There used to be a way to do it.
Oh yeah. Did you fix that?
Some smart. No. We didn't work on it.
Oh, that's okay.
Assistant. That was the long way to type that out.
Could have said Sam out.
Sam's SmartThings MQTT bridge. I think that's what they were using. And that's December 17th. So there may be something newer on here. Oh, it's still active. Somebody just posted something 13 hours ago. So maybe check out this. This forum post. So Dawson. All right. Yeah, we made him cut the mohawk. For school. We'll grow back. Yeah. Per mom. Oh, is mom down there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. She doesn't want to come sign off. It's okay,
doesn't
Zach.
want-
Zach, she
Yeah,
doesn't want to come
Zach,
sign off. I just didn't know you were watching, Janice. I didn't know you were watching. I told him about the toilet seat. All right. That older kid looks just like me, yeah? Zach up there? Can you see him? I don't know if you can see him. Let me move this over. He's got to duck down. He's taller than me. Zach's 14.
It's him telling us
There's
to
Zach.
stand
Zach's
up,
14. Yeah.
sitting down.
Dawson is 10. And I'm old.
You like
Jackson is 16. He looks nothing like me. And then the girls, thank goodness, are way better than me.
aren't they like 2?
Yes for metric. Oh, metric. Yeah, for metric. Please, man. Please, please, please. Oh, good. I'll show it. Whatever you sent here. What is it? Is this the video? Is this the video from Andres about that thing? All right. Last comments, questions, concerns. Anybody wanted to say anything? You were just holding back until the last minute. Now's the minute. Thanks for coming by, guys. I love it. Love doing the streams. Love that we have so many cool people with great ideas, and we can get together and chat about what we're doing and help each other out and have some fun. You stinker. So, greetings from the UK. Sat in the Eurotunnel, currently waiting to get the train to France. Well, I hope it comes soon, man. I hope it comes soon. You guys are awesome. You're awesome, Linux. Thanks, guys. All right. Thanks for your hard work, man. It's fun. It's a joy. It's a joy. Okay. Now we're going to sign off. Ready?
Thanks for watching.
As always.
Thanks for watching. Until next time.
Adios.
Dawson's left-handed, so he salutes left-handed. All right, guys. Have a good night. We'll do another live stream next Sunday, and we'll be working on a Maker Faire video this week.
Oh no.
Good stuff. Ow! Ah!